man. It's the end of the game. Let's waste no time. Oh man.
Anyway.
Right now we have to go find the others. They're probably in the dorm somewhere, shall we go? They're just there, aren't they? And suddenly we were greeted with... I feel it. I feel it. I understand. You again. Okay. Okay. Is he broken? Whew. I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. What the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah!
Is that Makoto?
It's right, motherfuckers. I'm not dead.
You guys!
Fucking hell.
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Damn fucking right.
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Yeah.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks.
Ah!
It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away. Shoo, shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
Last class trial.
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you.
Huh?
Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Hi Rose, how you doing? Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? Yeah, because he's smart boy. He answering all your questions. You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know,
However,
executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blacken, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The Mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the Mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the Masterminds that's scared. That's what you were referring to. Oh man. I hate it when the internet's just like, nope, not today, sorry. Mine does that, like, all the time.
Don't be mean!
I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain again later. So knowing all this, what do we do?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the Mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery. But we've been looking around all this time, and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh,
Everyone.
no!
I
Yeah.
hate
Who
you.
said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? And find things the way they are. And fine living here forever with Master. I meanwhile want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. I feel so bad for you, Rose. You sound like you're struggling.
anyway,
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other
Interesting.
words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the Mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Immediately shut down. Huh?
I
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know. Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh?
But why?
So, in other
If the
words,
Mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the Mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who've been taking part in the killing game. You good now? Good. That's what we like to hear. And the Mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And then add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the Mastermind would have to be one of them.
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Did that continue or do you get it now? You're saying the Mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said that, or just to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The Mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. and that is one possibility we can't ignore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, they're ultimate, right? The ultimate is best. They must be a high schooler.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was acting?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
Then maybe Monokuma was an autopilot. Maybe they read up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely possible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms. Okay.
That's fine.
Whatever. The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream. Or coffee. So bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too. Yeah, but that new student, Mukuro, she's dead, so... She died last chapter. This is just the kind of go around and find out everything you can fucking find out kind of situation. Solving all the mysteries.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm going to use my terribly awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Yeah, sorry, if you want any kind of catch-up, I don't mind doing you a bit of a recap, even though I kind of couldn't completely grasp everything that happened, no matter how many times I see it. Just wait and see. I'm going to use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall.
Aww.
Everyone's really going to go off by themselves. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
I
But
mean...
up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
Huh?
Makoto? That's really nice of you to say.
But
still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us get out of here. What kind of homework are you doing? I hope it's a good fucking subject though. See you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
It's always just me and Kyoko. Hi, hon. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our own searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I just see it as us splitting up, becoming more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. That's alright.
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth, by any means necessary. With that, Kyoko is gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. Investigate. Guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Fukusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up till now. The headmaster's room, the bio lab, the door with the data center with Monokuma's inside, and the second floor of the dorms. I'll try to remember. That's clear for now, right? After that, I have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Time to get started. Oh, you've given me a list. Thank you. Thank you, Makoto. We'll go to the headmaster's room now. This music is very loud. Whoops. Places to cut. Headmaster's room on the 4th floor. I want to go here. Right. Hi, Wada. You're back again. I'm good, thank you. How are you? This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Makoto, it's you. Oh, Ryafia. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Don't, you'll start me off. You're gonna trigger me.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
You ignoring me? You think I'll forgive that just because you're you?
Such
When we get up
ignorance.
here, remember this moment. I was just looking around, you needy dick. No, we've just started. We just started investigating. Everything's unlocked now. I got too excited I knocked my earphone out. We came to the right place this time. We thought it was something interesting. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on the top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78 student registry. Contains profiles for all of us, and Mukuro.
So in other
Apparently
words...
Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room.
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words...
there can be no doubt Mukuro was just a student here at Hope Speak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Kusaba, the 16th student. I'm gonna get sick of saying her name. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. Well, what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. Must be an interesting person. What?
So in other words...
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there is more information about Mukuro that we still don't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? Sometimes I question that, Byakuya, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure if I can read. It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the ultimate despair. Right now I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the ultimate despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behaviour too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the ultimate despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seems to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
Stop. Seems to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another bit of information. Another important bit of information within the file that you should know. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of a class at 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. Further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me like if he has a nice body? No.
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... What is he trying to say? All parts of the body actually isn't Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? No. Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile.
Hmm.
Oh, and one last thing. A bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well, always. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words...
Of course, that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? My hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. No, I'm gonna have faith in Kyoko. You can't tell me not to have faith in Kyoko. She's the only one I do have faith in. Dare you. The bookshelf seems really well made and it's filled with files and thick books. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Yeah, what doubter? How mean. Where am I going now? Right. Done the headmaster's room. We need to go to the bio lab on the 5th floor. Raw. Well, here I am in the bio lab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. Yeah, you are. It's so cold, why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. That's what the dead bodies look at. And on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. On the other side, there's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. That's it, I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean that this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. I'm not gonna... Is that it? Booklet. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems are activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. Lovely! In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and the alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. The right hand lights are off. While looking around I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It is a makeshift morgue. That's secret. And about those lights by each slot. Looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is. So your dead friends. How's that make you feel? I can't let my emotions take control right now. There is only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Can I go now? And then... This is the check. We will now go to the Monokuma door on the 4th floor. Let's go! Doing this in order feels good. Monokuma door on the 4th floor.
Hey, Makoto.
Oh, Makoto, you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah,
So I figured, if all the doors to the school are unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
but...
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I
It
mean...
might explode, right? And that really sucks. So you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown out. Well, it's fine, Makoto. You've already almost died today. You're fine. Nothing you can't handle. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Oh, a tiny little control room. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
What the heck?
I mean, every part of the school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but
Just a second.
this place is like #1 gross. It's a whole different league of creepy. What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it looks kind of like a mech cockpit, right? I think you'd probably freak out if you saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm going to start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't say or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Huh?
Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labelled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Okay. Can we not talk about this? Some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now I need to go check out the data center. Okay. Are you gonna regret it later? Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey! Give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina?
What?
Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Hey, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from here.
Found it.
Guess what I found? A self-destruction button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Are you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Monokuma. Yay.
Ah!
Hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma.
Huh?
What do you mean? What you were controlling just now is Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma?
Oh!
What, for real? Yeah, it looks like the control panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Once again, Kyoko was always correct. Don't know how she fucking does it. Kyoko's theory was right.
But
But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from home, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in hopes to peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Then the mastermind Monokuma puppeteer really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay?
Cause
Well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? Can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true. So, like, you wanna leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. You can't waste your time standing around here. Hey, you wanna get going? Yeah. Can we talk about this, please? What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry get out of it. No, you are gonna regret this for the rest of your life. Sorry, Hina. Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door, it just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked. But why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma.
Just a second.
No fair, you can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just upped and stopped moving. Then that room,
Yep.
as much as you may guess, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room.
Yes,
Correct
indeed.
commando.
You're a liar.
That doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Oh, it's the trap door on the floor. Are you sure you weren't as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicion hatch? See, I told you. No way. The hatch on the floor? I told you. Like 5 times. Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and think the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at a full sprint, and I have to do what I can do. That's the only way forward. what's next on the list. Basically. So we just did the cadet center, and then we go to the second floor dormitory. Go down. Oh, it's so weird seeing this opening now. Look at these stairs. Very fancy. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. You guys having a nice chat in the chat. I wish I didn't say that. Man, there could have been like 50 better ways to say that. This is the second floor of the dorms. It looks like some kind of ancient ruins. Well, no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Look at this. That wall is gone. There's a void. It's just the bathroom. You okay with going to the ladies? This is the girls' bathroom. Even a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Okay. Well, we'll just... I'm disappointed in you, go. What if I want to go in the girls' bathroom? It's just blocked by rocks. And on this one? No, blocked. Blocked. This one. Oh, this is what my room looks like. I like the wallpaper though. I'm pretty sure I've had that wallpaper. There's not much to check. The bed. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Wow. I don't really need a monocoin anymore. By the way, noise. You see that? 269. Oh shit. Did the game just freeze? No! Doot. No! For the second time in my Danganronpa history, the game is frozen. Shit. Oh no. Really? Okay. How did I do it before? I know I've saved it before through this. You're gonna have to give me 1 second. I'm gonna get this back and working. done this before, but I can't remember. Right. Does anyone know how far down on the list System was? Give me a second. One second. Let me just. Second. Right. Hopefully it's now saved. Yeah, give me a second. I just had to figure out how to save it. And then... and then... Close that really. Oh my god. Oh god. keep going.
Danganronpa.
Good luck, Rose. Please. God, I'm a fucking legend. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Back on track, motherfuckers. Alright. Nothing happened, it's fine. Just continue on. Let's pretend that a bathroom didn't just break my game. Look at this. Look at that. So did you work? The room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before us must have used these lockers. Let me just make sure that the settings haven't changed. Because sometimes like the settings reset. No, it's fine. Okay, dog. No. Ways to stress me out. There's a metal plate mounted on the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Coin! Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even going to bother trying. What about this one? I wonder if I can open this locker. After rattle? Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. Must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. You have to use your e-handbooks to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... Nope, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Locked card reader. Nope, nothing. There's a metal plate mounted on the locker. No way to get it open. I'm gonna look at the wall anyway. The locker already broken. Clicking on them all for the sake of clicking on them all. And the coins. But now have no useful. I wonder if I can open this locker. Imagine the effort you have to go through to bolt these. can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even going to bother trying. Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything else to look at really, so... I'm out of here. Oh, man. Oh my god. I think someone got smashed. My earphones weren't happy with that one. They were like, no, not letting you do that one. It's a bad joke. Oh, so is this the last bit? Because there's no way to get through that one. Big door. Fancy. The room doesn't feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. You're lucky you didn't scare the shit out of me, hen. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times today, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. A regret. Look at this. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Definitely not a suspicious panel in the wall. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Okay. Look at this not suspicious panel in the wall. There's a strange gap in the wall. Hidden door. Hidden. Look, if I asked someone to make me a hidden door and they gave me this, I'm suing them immediately. It's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's like an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? No shit, I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
Very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We really can't go from here. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all this paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think about how much time I wasted on this, I feel bad for her. Dick it down. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. Are we going to use the computer then? There's two things I can click on there. Click on the PC, it's fine. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they're very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. The group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. With the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirikiri failure. I'm okay. Fucking roasted. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. That's a creepy picture. Jeez. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she can get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of. Something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? I'm sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. Fuming. Fuming. I think she's gonna hit you. Sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it? Just to be sure?
Well?
It's not that you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. I'm sorry, Kyoko. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. If that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. That's hard, isn't it? I already know what your guess. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. It worked. Oh, Kyoko, honey. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked.
Why?
We fucking broke Kyoko. We broke Kyoko! Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Oh, in the background. Oh no, honey. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well have not even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? She mad? Of course she's mad. She didn't want her dad to have any emotional feeling for her. Makes it harder for her to several times from the Kirigiri failure. A present, wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Can we just... I better check out the suspicious present before I do anything. Okay, well we're gonna regret this, aren't we? There's a brightly coloured box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... He screamed. No, it's worse than a bomb. Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It's the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could possibly imagine?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought, how could you have known? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
It's not just that, I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing, a dead guy in a box. My father. What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Oh, honey. Honey. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for. Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. Seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns, he's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but he's killing only over 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the beginning and again are those 16 students. So he's in the school, but he wasn't taking a step, you know, so he's dead. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the King game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
In other words...
That most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Oh no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. Oh my god, my earphones want me to die today. But I have to believe that at some point, she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present. Honey. I feel like I shouldn't make a pointless small talk right now. Maybe I should just look around a bit first. Okay, go get your food, man. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. You sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. God, this ink is not comfortable today. My leg is fucked. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer is this. It's an e-handbook, right? It has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
Might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But, Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Is that all there was in there? Don't think there are any more clues here. Okay. Oh, it pains me to do it. Pains me to hurt this girl. This picture. Oh. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. Oh, honey.
Why would you?
This is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Can I ask you a favour? Yeah? Favour, what is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry. I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I
Just
need
a
to get
second.
my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And if this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories, that picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster was dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one that finalised the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. According to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach. Oh my god, I'm not reading this again. I get it. The only people here are the 16 students. You don't need to say it again. "15 of us met in the main hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. Including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead." Stop. 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 No. Stop showing me dead bodies. Even Mukuro. Okay, that's fine. Even she's undeniably dead. So the only ones still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Are we done in this room? Are we good? Are we good? Leave Kyoko to her sadness and figure out what she wants to do with herself. Poor girl. Look at her. Right, now I can do these with my new e-handbook. Ooh, fancy, fancy, fancy. I wonder if I can open this locker. No luck. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Let's give it one more try. No, I didn't pick those ones. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and beep. Just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organisation problems in every part of their life. This is a crystal ball. A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Loving your theories. Oh. Is it a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuffed this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness may have been evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Trying to see what classes he's doing, but he's a bit ineligible. That's sad. Which would mean he attended classes here? That can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into his evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Locker notebook. Can I look down? Yes. No, you don't want to look at this stuff? Alright. Back up, and we'll look at this one. Emergency handbook. Beep. Looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we've got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay, whatever. What this one? Took the emergency handbook. Locker opened. Let's see what we've got inside. It's just a notebook. Thing is practically empty. Notebook. Notebook. Some kind of, okay, pocketbook. Close enough. Same thing. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure who it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give us some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation of a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko, it couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly, just to have to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, and like the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. The spell works, I guess. Oh, you didn't let me read it. You bitch. What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us and so we survive. There's a second despair. Okay. It just really didn't let me read it for some reason. Okay, okay. Okay, good. But the more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that could look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. If I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe in everyone. Check out the other one. Locker opened. Nothing good. Ouch. Hope your tooth doesn't hurt too much. Okay. Useful. What, this one? You don't think it's going to open? No. Let's see what's got inside. Nothing useful. Okay. Well, should I check on Kyoko? See how she's doing? Is she doing good? There's all kinds of stuff I want to talk to her about, but I better give her some more time. Okay. She's not ready yet. It's fine. We can get moving. Moving. Look how we're going then. More blood. Oh, let's see. Oh, don't know where I'm going now. Oh, I've got to look at the murder scene again. Fine, that's fine. I can do that. I forgot about that part. I forgot to look at the murder scene. To the garden. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. You chipped your tooth. How the fuck did you do that? It's not here. There was a body here, and now there's not a body here. Maybe the body is inside the tool shed. I better check just to be sure. Didn't find anything even close to a dead body. If it's not in here, then it must be. Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check out here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. Sounds like you need a dentist, Rose. Have fun. I don't know why I'm laughing. I've needed a dentist for the last year and a half. Gonna use the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind him. Huh? I didn't notice before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab, and this originally came from the Biolab. Tarp, 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 tarp. Nothing else. Can we check on the chickens? That's all I really need to check here. But, say hello to the chickens, Makoto. Thank you. There's still just 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. I'm glad I clicked on it now. Dodo. Trust me, honey, I wish this game was like detailed enough to go and do fingerprints and stuff, but that's not what they do. Oh, Taco, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
I'm so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not a single clue. I figured since it's supposed to be late for the case, I'd have something, right? But there wasn't a single thing out of the ordinary here. Give me back my precious diet. Calm down, Toto.
What's your
Don't
problem?
tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're going to call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's going to say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm going to get going. Really? There's just no clues? But you've been looking. It's just made the Frankie, okay. So there's just nothing else here. Okay. Are you sure? Come out. No! No! the bio lab?
This is a school announcement.
You fuck.
Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
I thought he was cutting me off.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Okay. What, now he wants to give us a hint? Now he wants to give us a hint. Suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. Even knowing that. He said to go to the gym, right? Is that noise in FNAF, is it? There. Bing bong. Oh, hey, hero. Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monika's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait. Yo. There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. He always does that. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding this? Has he been hiding something this whole time? You eat your food? Fuck, the weather's getting bad out there. Boing.
Monokuma!
Okay, hello, are you ready for your final hint? You not got anything you can put on it? Fried rice, lovely. Oh my god, it's absolutely, the rain is fucking pissing it down. Where the fuck did this come from? It's been sunny all day. You ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? Must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monika's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. A featured bunch of faces I recognise extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. You trying to get roasted egg shots on my stream while up? What the fuck? Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognise. Wait, that's not true. I do recognise her. That's right. When Biaki and I were in the headmaster's room, we looked at that file. Mukuro Kusaba? Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that. You just help him with the toothache. Believe you for now. Just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. Eases the pain. I think I usually take ibuprofen. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not here. The picture is all 15 other students, but not me. Is alcohol your solution to everything, Wild Heart? I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember even taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you going to keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're getting in the way of standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out. But
How strange.
I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mission would this be if I gave you all the answers? I'd be totally out of left field. Okay, he's Brooklyn. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photo. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. Ooh. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? I don't care, Makoto. I need to go to the bio lab to investigate, mate. Come on. Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. I should clear all this up. No, I have to clear this up. I don't care. I'm going to the fucking bio lab. Take me here. Here. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there, was her passed out again. Toko, you good? Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? No, we're not that fucking lucky. We're going to die. Oh. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see!
What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you? No, it wasn't. Oh,
Have
then
you
what?
reached that certain age?
hot and bothered, straight up horny. Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know, last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do to miss the rose? Oh, that's right, your memory starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
USOB!
And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember.
Yes!
So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. There's a documentary.
Huh?
But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me, or I can slit your throat. I don't know, I'm sure Byaku's around here somewhere, doing his own investigating.
Yes,
By
yes!
himself? I assume so.
Oh, I'm on
knew it.
fire!
I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I've got to hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Okay, off she fucking goes. Toko shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's got to be some reason for it. Is it because of the dead body? The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they're all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out. Honey,
Right.
you good? You good? She faints so easily. Kyoko,
Makoto.
it's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologise.
Listen,
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
it would
it's a
seem...
morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked beside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
Imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything got to be so difficult with her?
Anyway,
Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand for this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge.
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. Mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. So what should I do?
So then...
Wait over there, I'll let you know as soon as I finish. Yeah, just stand there and look pretty, hun. Wait over there, that's it. Come on, Mako. Just stand here and look pretty. That's what you get at. The fridge might be storing dead bodies. Can't do it, I can't look inside. I should ask you about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to ask you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
Whew.
You meant the one about the hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. I mean, that's just smart people talk, isn't it? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. Wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here, looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Uh-oh. You know, I think I've seen a top like this somewhere before. That's the same one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember, that top had a stamp that said Bio Lab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the biolab and took it over there. Just give it. Oh, I've already done it.
Because
on the left side of the screen, a bunch of lights are on, but these ones aren't.
it would seem...
The blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukabo's, there's 9 in all. 9? 9 lights? No. Sayaka, Junko, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Hifumi, Shimaru, Celeste, and then Sakura, which makes it 9. So it should be 10, is what they're trying to say. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone who can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and the blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissues made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
all the Monokuma file says is they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds makes it sound like they've been there forever, but they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
but what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of the many.
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
they envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of those possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, because you're Makoto. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
Hey.
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the conditioner body, now's the time. Hit me. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her weight, height and weight.
So...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get that all right? You remembered all of that? They're indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. Y'all are fucking me up. Yo. This is the longest investigation I've ever done in my life.
And?
Everyone is bullying Makoto. Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then,
Yeah, it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad losing it out like this?
why?
Sad. Did you forget? She was our enemy once. Part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim. Oh.
Hey,
Have you heard of the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive. You know that? It's really quite appalling. Get fucked. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done what we should do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Oh, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. But I don't do it now. Come on then. Fucking hell, Makoto. You do it. Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
Don't fucking be like that, Makoto.
So,
Ask with context. What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the door?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of those lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using the emergency handbook,
I see.
the one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to the area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had any access to any of those lockers. If I did have a pocketbook, why'd I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It's about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto,
I think everything is finally starting to fit together in a real cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about?
I
need to investigate these lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem it's my locker. Your locker.
Makoto,
If you want to watch this, it will make sense. A DVD. And it says Class 78 Urgent Interviews. I swear,
so...
every fucking time I think I'm this close to finishing my investigation, there's something new, and I want to die. Jesus Christ. This is like a 2-hour investigation. Usually it's like an hour long.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realise exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever been before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's more clue on this DVD. Feels like they're bullying me now. I'm being bullied by this game.
Makoto,
And now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Always. Go for it. Ramble.
in other words...
So as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. This is going to turn into a 3-hour investigation. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. and all because of the mastermind.
However,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it be the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. You know, I thought I was going to finish this game today, but I can't even be that sure. I need to go to the fucking AV room now. Go. Go. Come on. Well, then I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds. But to me, it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. This bit. Sorry, don't speak mean about dead people. This bit. Sayaka took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know.
Yeah, of course you forgot.
I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Fuck. I'm Kyoko's dad. It's a big move though. I struggled to though. Can't blame me. It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? Accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this.
I love that he's voiced, but no one fucking else is. They needed to pay this actor.
Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I don't know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. It's fucking gold. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed the sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. This pussy ass bitch. Fuck. I can't help myself, I did it again. I'm sorry, Makoto. I'm sorry, Makoto. You're not a pussy ass bitch. Huh? What I saw was me. And possibly undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Fuck. Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. In the I and the here and now, I had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. That bitch. Yeah. That bitch. Coco. Queen. You know. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in the school forever. And then... runs. Quick. Beat the shit out of him. Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Oh, good luck with your schoolwork, Rose. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke out of service. It just so happened to break just now.
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure in my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the questions and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge exasperated sigh as I did. Remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favour of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Am I done yet, Makoto? Am I done? Oh, thank fuck.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial.
It's the end of the fucking game. I'm not doing this today. I'm dead.
Everyone gather once again at you know where.
The red door on the first floor. Fucking knows. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Inspiring music. Okay then. This is the end. I don't know how god long this trial is going to end up being. So it's future me's problem. We get a cliffhanger. Because I'm a terrible person. Oh, that's cute. Well done, game. You've done it. Giant face of Kyoko on my screen. That's all I need. That was a 2-hour investigation, including a game freeze. It's impressive. Anyway, we'll end the game tomorrow. Same time, same place. Been fun. Get to deal with plot twists tomorrow. That's exciting. Bring snacks and watch me cry as I try to play the game. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Don't worry about the interaction thing. Honestly. It's fun just being here. Plot twist! Jazz hands, goodbye.